What's up, guys? It's Rashad here with you today, and we're going to be doing our little series I want to start today. It's a mini series I'm going to do on the Bojack archetype. Basically, I'm going to play a different leader every week that's using the Bojack engine, and so today we're going to be using the Super Saiyan 3 Reboot Goku variant of the deck. I personally think this is the best variant of the deck, and it is extremely fun to play. So we're going to see how we do with this. I will go back over my round-by-round matches, and if I have a good match up, I'll probably record one game and add it onto this video. I'll show the deck list at the end and everything. And I'll just show you guys around our shop a little bit. Alright, and then I'll be back with you after round one.
The deck's stupid.
Alright, boys, we're back after round one. I played against Fuse Zamasu. I got the win 2-0. I was able to just, do what the deck wants to do. I got all my energy out fast, got to awaken myself on turn 2 for me. And, I dropped the 8-drop Bojack, which was able to, stall his deck out because he had to tap his energy to swing. And then we just had all the counters and counter plays that we needed from there. Drew a bunch of cards, the usual. So we'll see y'all after the next round. Alright, boys, we're back after round 2, and I got it 2-1 against King Piccolo. I lost game 1 because I really didn't find the cards I needed. I had a pretty much clogged hand with a bunch of extra cards in it, and so that game didn't go well. Game 2, I got game 2. I was able to control his board. Drawn into the baby ape is really good in this matchup because you bottom deck his drum, ignoring barrier, and you draw. I also sided in Barrier of Hope, which is the only card I sided in. You have plenty of extra energy in this deck all the time because you're really not spending energy on your turn. So you pay 3, you remove a drum, ignoring barrier, draw 2 cards so that it just don't have the drum floating out there. And so I got that game. And then game 3 was pretty much the same situation. Had the baby ape, was able to drop the Bojack 8-drop, and also had baby hatch for follow-up. So it was pretty much just a one-sided game for the most part on that game. So we are going into round 3, 2-0 right now. 2-0 versus Fuse Zamasu, 2-1 versus King Piccolo. We'll see y'all after round 3. Alright, guys, we're back after round 3. I played against Dark Broly. I won that matchup 2-0. Honestly don't see how Dark Broly can beat this deck. You have so much removal, and your Unison puts in so much work against this matchup. You don't have to worry about Heartfelt Plea or the Double Strike Gogeta, anything like that. Your Bojack's going to spend something. 4-drop Bojack's going to spend something. Your hand's going to be way bigger than theirs. You Obuni them, and they have to go neg so many cards to try to survive Obuni. And then your negates like Vegeta Ready to Rumble and stuff like that, it just shuts the deck down. So that was a very easy 2-0. The game only lasted like 20 minutes. And I didn't record the game because there's been plenty of Dark Broly vids on our channel already. So we're just going to do a deck profile to wrap it up. And then we'll see you guys next week with the next version of Bojack. What's up, guys? It's Rashad here, and I'm showcasing the Bojack style deck that I played at locals today. I'm doing the series 3 weeks of Bojack, where I'm going to take each different leader and with the Bojack scheme and test them out, see which one does the best. So today we went with the Reboot Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku leader. So what this leader does is on his front side, when you attack, you put a card from your hand on the bottom, put a card from your life in the energy and rest mode. When you're at 4 or less life, you draw 1 to flip him over. On the back side, when you attack, he gains 5k and you draw a card. Auto, at the end of your turn, you untap 3 energy. So I think personally this is going to be the best leader to play in this game, because the untap 3 is just huge. You get to do all your plays and you pass, and you have all your energy back up for counter plays and whatnot. So on with the deck, we play, of course, for the Boo Unison. So what the Boo Unison does, if you don't know, is double strike blocker, +0, you draw a card at the start of your opponent's turn, you untap an energy and untap the Boo Unison, and then -1, when your opponent attacks with a battle card, you get the bottom deck one of their battle cards. So it's super good. It's 4-cost Unison, and of course, since we're playing the Unison, we play the Trunks Godzilla. So I only played 3 Godzilla because I only play 50 card on the dot decks, and I didn't know what else to cut to play a 4th one. And also, this Unison is a 4-cost, so in case you don't get to play it on turn 2, which if you don't have Bean in your hand, you're not gonna play it on turn 2. So you don't want to have these clogging your hand either. And then of course, the Bojack Package, which is 4 Galactic Buster, 4 Bojack on a Rampage, and then 4 Bojack the Evildoer. So what Galactic Buster does is you combo with a card in your energy that has a combo cost of 10k. You put Galactic Buster in your energy and you draw a card. If it's your opponent's turn, you can use Galactic Buster on your turn. You'll still combo the card and draw, but it won't go into the energy. At the end of the battle that you activate this, you have to tap on your energy now. What Bojack on a Rampage does is after he's comboed from the hand or energy, you tap 1 blue, 3 of any color, you play him in rest mode. You draw a card, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards placed on the bottom of their deck. He's dual attack, double strike. When your opponent attacks with a battle card once per turn, you tap one of their energy, untap one of your blue energy. Bojack the Evildoer, this one is same thing as this one. You combo it from hand or energy, you get to play it first cost, which is 1 blue, 1 colorless. And when he comes into play, you bottom deck one of your opponent's cards and it's got dual attack, 20k. So that's the whole Bojack package there. Next, for the other cards in the deck that I play, for SS3 Vegeta, this card is like insanely good in this deck because you'll just tap 3 for this, or tap 6 for this, and then if you have the Unison, you'll untap 4 energy on your opponent's turn. If you don't, you're still untapping 3 energy, which is still really good. But you can't place more than 6 energy, so when you use this card, skill, which is when you play them, look at the top 4 cards. If they're all mono blue, you either put them in your energy or to your hand. If they're not mono blue, they go to the bottom of the deck. Since you can't have more than 6 energy, this is a draw 4. He's 30k blocker. At the end of your turn, he untaps. So this is a 30k swing that untaps and is now a blocker for your turn that draws you 4 cards. You're going to have 6 energy on turn 3. So like from turn 3 onward, you're just going to be having huge hands. You don't need to really use your energy on your turn for anything, so this is just like free to just keep playing this card from turn 3 onward and plus in your hand. Next, of course, we got to have cards in case we don't have that, so there is some other stuff to do on your turn. We play 4 Obuni and 2 Murichim. Obuni deflects, permanent, he can't be KO'd while you have the after image tokens on the board. Activate main, your opponent reveals the top card of the deck. If it's a battle card, you untap an additional energy at the start of your opponent's turn. And when you play them, you make 3 15k after image tokens with 5k combo power. Murichim, double strike, barrier, activate main, reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. If it's a battle card, he gets 5k and dual attack. So he becomes a 25k dual attack, double strike, barrier, swinger. Next, we played 2 of the Energetic Frenzy Kepler. This is another card that's going to untap your energy. Her permanent is she reduces by 1 for each blue battle card you have on your field. She has a specified cost of 3, so she can't go down below 3. And then her activate main, you draw 2 cards on the start of your opponent's turn, you untap 2 energy. So just more stuff that you can do and then keep all your energy up on your turn. One of the best cards in the deck, in my opinion, is the Baby Ape. You're always going to have energy on your turn free that you don't have to do anything with. So you can counter like anything, counterplay anything on your opponent's turn, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to have more than 4 energy on tap when you pass. And he's triple strike. When he's played, bottom deck one of your opponent's cards, ignore him, barrier, draw a card, and pay 5 for his counterplay or counter skill. And on to the negate package I played today was 3 Vegeta Ready to Rumble. He's a blocker, counterattack, negate the attack, and play him. When he's played, your opponent has to crit an energy to attack for the turn. The Son Gohan Baby's minion, servant, so he's 25k. Counterattack, negate the attack, and play him. Your opponent has to bottom deck a card from their hand to attack for the turn. And then Baby Hatch, obviously your opponent just can't attack for the turn. So that's the counters that are battle card style. So then, down to the super combo, we play 4 Zeno because you're going to be charging stuff out of your life. And there is a game where I charged my Baby Hatch with my leader skill for my life. Now I just picked it up with Zeno super combo. Or you might charge like anything that you need in there, and you just pick it up. This is also a way to untap your energy. And as you can see, this whole deck gets around the guys that like prevent you from untapping energy and whatnot, because Galactic Buster just goes into your energy in active mode. You don't untap anything. Zeno, you pick up 1, put it in your energy in active mode. You're not untapping anything. So this is another way to get untapped energy. To fix your energy also, because since you can't charge past 6 and you obviously want to be comboing your Bojack cards from your energy, after you've used the Galactic Buster, you just Zeno super combo, pick the Galactic Buster back up, and then put one of the Bojack cards from your hand down into the energy to like fix that scheme. And then when it's played, you draw a card. And then we play 4 beans, 3D magic. I didn't use D magic a single time. Like all the time I've been testing this deck, I haven't used this card once. But you still want to have it in the deck. It's a sparking negate still. People will try to like stall you from awakening sometimes and like swing at your unison or whatnot. And then you just spark to get the life. And that's pretty much why you play this. You play 4 bean because you want to see it on turn 2. Because on your turn 2, you'll go to 4 energy using your leader skill. And then you'll bean on the swing to untap all your energy. Since this plays the energy in rest mode, you'll have 4 active, and then you just drop your unison. And then, you know, activate on the unison to draw, you untap a card. So you won't be completely tapped out, and you'll play your unison on turn 2. So that was the main deck. And I normally don't show off the sideboard, but I think today I'll show the sideboard off because I think it's a pretty good sideboard.
He ain't use it.
I did not use it. I didn't use it, but it's a pretty good sideboard. So obviously you have free energy in this deck all the time on your turn. So you play 4 Barrier of Hopes. What this card does, activate battle. You can combo with it for 5k combo. Activate main. You upboard one of your opponent's cards, ignoring barrier, and draw 2 cards. So in your deck, you're going to have the energy for this all the time. This is only 3 energy. You're going to untap 3 energy at the end of your turn anyway. So there is no reason to not play this card. We played this card. I honestly don't know what I was sided in against, but it's a good card.
Broken.
Played 3 Deborah for hand destruction. Because your leader minuses you really hard on the front side, but like once you're on the back, your hand's massive all the time. I've had 26 cards in hand, 24 cards in hand, 21 cards in hand. I've not had less than like 15 cards in hand by like turn 4, like ever. Like you're massing hand. Like all these cards are drawing you cards constantly. And since you can't charge, you don't have to worry about charging. You draw for turn, swing with your leader, you're just drawing 2 cards. Have the unison, that's another card. If you've got the Vegeta, that's another 4. If you got Kepler, that's another 2. Like you're just constantly drawing cards. You barely ever need to use cards out of your hand. When you use Buster, you combo from energy and draw a card. If you drop the Bojack with Buster, you draw a card for that as well. So you're just constantly drawing cards. So you want to have these for hand destruction, since you're so bad on the front side against hand destruction that when you play this, you have some way to stabilize and keep cards. Then these cards, since you know you always have this energy open, you play both of these foos. This one's good against Dark Broly, but I didn't sideboard. You don't really need to sideboard anything against Dark Broly. They have a really hard time playing against blue, and with the amount of removal and cards in hand that this deck has over Dark Broly and pressure, because you drop a booney on them turn 2, and they're gonna either go down to like 3 life or they're gonna have to awaken. So it's like just insane pressure. But this has triple attack, overwhelm 8 for 4 energy. If they want to activate a skill, they got to warp a card to do it. So if they awaken and you drop this a turn afterwards, and they got a combo with their leader, it's 2 cards per combo out of their hand. Obviously you play Fu because you're going to get the 6 energy on turn 3. It's overwhelm 10 for 6 energy. When he's played, your opponent can only activate skills on leader cards until the end of their next turn. So it's kind of like a floodgate against a bunch of other decks. Like against Dark Broly, also you would stop them from playing any of their cards against King Piccolo. They can combo with their leader, but they can't play those cards because they can't activate the skills. So that stops that also. Played 2 Chilled Army Reinforcements as additional negates. I don't know what I would side them in against. I guess aggro. And then 2 Mafubas. You just never know when you need Mafuba. You have the energy for it. You have the space for it. So that was the sideboard. And for winning today, this was the prizing we got down here in Bainbridge, Georgia at Eternity's Portal. We always make sure we hand our TPs out to our players. We don't sell our kits or anything like that. You come down here, you pay your entry, you'll get all these packs for winning. You get packs all the way down to 5th place. And so shout out to Will, Steph at Eternity's Portal here, our locals down in Bainbridge, Georgia. So if you're ever in the area and you want to come down and play, I highly recommend it. It's a great shop. Everybody's friendly. And that was the deck, everybody. And that's going to be the video there. I'll see you next week with Soul Striker.